Hey everyone, welcome to the first Chamber Chat podcast episode brought to you from the Sedgemoor Chamber of Commerce. I'm Matt Roll, I'm the chair of the Sedgemoor Chamber. Today we thought we'd kick it off by having the man himself, Roger Smith, join this episode and actually explore what it is that a chamber does. We want to tackle some of your frequently asked questions. Roger, welcome.
Well, thank you very much.
So, your dream has come true. You wanted a podcast and we are starting a podcast.
I have talked about Chamber Chat, the podcast, for far too long, haven't I? So, yeah, finally.
I think it was one of the first things you talked about when we brought you back into the fold.
Absolutely.
That and a summer ball, so watch this space.
Yeah. Which is hilarious because I'm the least technical guy in the world. So, for me to be doing a podcast is hilarious for anybody that knows me.
Let's just jump on that then. For all those few people who don't know you, introduce yourself, mate.
My name's Roger Smith. I am the General Manager of Sedgemoor Chamber of Commerce, otherwise known as the Gob on a Stick.
Yes, very much so. I mean, you're not exactly someone who needs a microphone at events.
Yeah, that's been said once or twice.
So, what do you actually do for the Chamber? This is for the podcast.
Well,
hopefully I know what he does.
There are many people that would ask that same question, but my job is to drive the chamber forward, to make sure that the things that the board trying to get us to put in place, to make sure they happen. So I'm there as the driver, to make sure the direction is going the right way. We've got a fantastic team that work for us, Tracy and Amber and our incredible students. So my job really is to oversee that everything that we say is going to happen is happening, and then we can commit to our three core principles to connect, promote, support with everything we do.
Those three core principles, I know that we've spoken about it a hell of a lot, probably on a daily basis. On a very daily basis, multiple
a number
times.
of times a day, quite often.
But those three core principles, you and I know what they're about, but why don't you walk us through them?
Yeah, I mean, it's something that we, as a board and as a team, feel is the basic kind of elements of any Chamber of Commerce. We should be there to connect people, and that can be through our events that we hold regularly. It can be through personal introductions. I love nothing more than making a personal introduction and learning then that those people that I've introduced have been able to do business with each other, and that really drives our local economy. It can be through any of the things that our members just chatting to each other at our events, or even just finding friends. Being in business is quite often lonely work, and to have somebody else that shares the way you feel and understands the challenges that you face is a really key element of what we do to connect people. From a support point of view, got that wrong. From a promote point of view.
We'll bring this up in your review.
I know, yeah. From a promote point of view, we truly believe that all of our members should have direct access to their own membership profile on our website, and that was a key element of the new website that we brought in a few years ago, that all members can log on, change their details, make sure that if a name changes, for instance, or if their logo is updated, they're in control of it. If they get a brand new testimonial, they can put it on themselves. They don't have to send it in to us, wait for it to hit the right place in our to-do list, get approved, all that kind of thing. So that's one element, but our socials, we're always really keen to keep helping promote our members through our socials. We grew our own LinkedIn followers by over 1,000 followers last year. So the opportunity to share the great work that we see our members promoting is fantastic as well. Our students are absolutely key to that. Every time we have students in, and we have students in 3 days a week, 4 of them in total, every time they're in, they are there sharing social media posts. If there's anything that, if people want to tag us, all the better, because we'll make sure that we do that. And then the support is so multifunctional. It can be links with local authorities, links with stakeholders. It can, support can be as basic as, Rog, somebody ring me up and saying, Rog, have you got 10 minutes? I could just do with somebody just to offload to for 10 minutes. I want to talk through this. I want to do this. Can we go and have a coffee? I'm always open for a coffee, by the way, as you'll see. But it can be, and through COVID, we know that the support we provided through COVID saved businesses and saved people's jobs through and that was essentially links with the local authority and knowing that some of the COVID grants were coming up, so we were able to give our members heads up and stuff like that. But we're growing that now with our links with Agritas, with our links with EDF. That kind of support and having the opportunity to give people a heads up and be at the start of something is again something that we really find is really important to us.
Yeah. See, for me, the whole connect, promote, and support in the correct order, all comes down to that community. Again, we've said it time and time again, not only in our conversations but with the board as well. It's about building that community, because at the end of the day, it's that circular economy. Totally. That if we help people do more business within the area, build their businesses, then they'll pay it forward as well. And that connecting people together. We even said before we even started recording this, you were talking about something, just said, I'll give the CEO a call.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, is there nobody in your Rolodex?
I've got quite a few people. I'm lucky to have quite an extensive contact list. But that contact list isn't for me. It's for me to be able to use to help others. And that's worth getting out of bed for, like I say.
Yeah. So, we've talked about with Sedgemoor Chamber in terms of connect, promote and support. But let's take it back a step in terms of what is a Chamber of Commerce? What makes a Chamber of Commerce different from people like the FSB or other business organisations out there?
Well, I mean, is that support organisation, that's their primary function, which we've distilled into our Connect, Promote, Support. It's being able to really, to have a voice as well. So to challenge local authorities, as well as we work together with local authorities to try and glean information from them. But we are often the business representative's voice in conversations with local authorities. And I often talk to local authorities. We had a call just recently where we explained exactly why we were doing something. And the purpose, the overriding benefit is that we, as a chamber, we help the local business economy flourish. And like I say, we've distilled that to connect, promote, support, because that's what we believe in through our organisation. But there are other organisations throughout the county, and again, we work really closely and believe in working really closely with them, don't we? Because
absolutely,
of those 29,000 businesses in Somerset, they can be in different parts of the county, but still do business with each other. And that circular economy, it really is key.
Absolutely. And we've said about other organisations, let's kind of hit it head on as well, because there are plenty of other chambers of commerce out there.
Yeah.
Who should they join? Should they join Sedgemoor, or should they join, Frome or Western or Somerset or wherever? Because surely we're all in competition, aren't we?
Yeah, well, this is the thing. This is the headline again. Yeah. Oh, well, you're competing with them, or you're competing with them. Businesses should choose the chamber that represents the best value to them.
Yeah,
it's as simple as that. If a business wants to be part of 1, 2, or 3 or more, then that's the business's decision. Actually, we share a lot of the same core principles amongst all of our chambers locally, and that really is to help the local business community thrive. So it's up to the business. I mean, obviously we want as many people to be part of our community as possible, The one thing that I would definitely say is have a voice
Yeah.
to a local business, because there's so much going on that if you are just one little voice, it's easy not to get heard. If you are part of, like for us, for instance, 260 odd members, Taunton have got 250 plus, Somerset have got around 600, and then there are all the other local chambers as well. Just have a voice.
It's about being part of that community, isn't
totally.
it? And
without a shadow of a doubt.
one thing that again we've always said is that we're never going to shoehorn people into being a member. It doesn't serve a purpose, but we've concentrated on building something that people want to be involved in. Now, at the end of the day, if people want to be a member of another chamber rather than Sedgemoor, we're not going to stop them from coming to events. We're not going to stop them from talking to us or talking to our members. Everything's got to be around value. And people will, you look at Somerset, for instance, Somerset Chamber. They are the only chamber in this area that are directly affiliated with the British Chamber of Commerce.
Absolutely.
Which means that, they've got that umbrella of the whole of the county, and so therefore they will champion the whole of the county with the British Chamber of Commerce, who then have ear into government and people
absolutely.
like that. It's as simple as that, and that's why we work closely with not only Somerset Chamber, but the other chambers as well, because it's about that community, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And there's always been a lot said about different chambers or different organisations as a whole.
Yeah.
And you can take it. Look at a high street. You can take it. All those coffee shops in a high street, for instance. The customer chooses which coffee shop to go into.
Yep.
And if they're in town for a few hours, they might do one or two. That's fine. That's their choice. And from our point of view, we truly believe in our work to those three core principles: connect, promote, support. Matt's got a bingo card.
Yeah, we'll make it a downloadable one.
And you will always hear me say those three things, because that is what we're here to do for the local business community.
Absolutely. How much does it cost to join?
Yeah, we've got 3 levels of membership. We've got primary, partner, and patron members. Our primary members, who make up for about 80% of our membership, they're £100 plus VAT currently. The patrons, and again the levels of benefit increase the higher the level of membership. The patrons are £400 plus VAT, and the partners are £400 plus VAT, and the patrons are £1,500 plus VAT. And there are, like I say, various different benefits involved. It's all on our website page.
So, if somebody's got a problem in business, can they pick up the phone and speak to you?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I have loads of conversations with businesses that aren't members. I will always say that I will do everything I can to help any business. I get paid to help our members.
Yeah.
But actually, if we can help that business community, and then the business might decide to join or they may not. Again, it's up to that business.
Yeah. So, what kind of events do we put on for connecting people together?
Oh, all sorts.
Strap yourselves in.
Yeah, strap yourselves in. We don't believe in just doing events for events' sake. So we won't just do a first Thursday or an every Thursday event that you'll get various different kind of quality of bait and roll, and you'll have chats with people that really want to be there and are really kind of useful to you and your business, or not in those kind of things. So we believe in putting on business focused events. So things like Making Tax Digital is one coming up. We're looking at an agri event. We've got plans for construction forums, hospitality and tourism forums, those kind of things. So we will do typical business events, but with a takeaway.
Yeah.
So there's a reason for being there. Time is precious, and time for business owners is especially precious. So if we are asking people to come to our events, we like to give them something that is useful to them. But we do some quite out there events. We did a social networking event last year that had no presentation, no script, and it was
plenty of costume changes.
Me and our wonderful board member Helen Lacey, and plenty of costume changes, and we role played. Shouldn't be saying that according to the students. We role played various different scenarios, networking scenarios, and then talked them through, and it was that helping people understand that there are different ways of doing things. But we've got our International Women's Day event taking place where we will literally be celebrating local women in business. We've got a Business Growth Day in April where we will be doing workshops on subjects such as business insurance, IT, again making tax digital, stuff that is relevant to our business community. We've got our marquee events, so we've got Somerset Business Expo coming up, which I'm sure we'll talk about at some point. But that is...
I'm sure we'll talk about that little event.
Yeah, that is going to be an incredible event that really is here to enhance and showcase the local business community. We have our business awards, which are grown to be so successful that we've now had to kind of move away from the wonderful Canal Side, who've done an incredible job for us for a number of years now, to a bigger venue. There's loads, and but quiz nights.
Yeah,
we're gonna have something I'm calling. I am the least creative person in the world, as Matt knows. Something I'm calling net walking.
Yeah.
Where we just meet up and we go for a walk together. We've got an incredible member, Go Nordic, that we'll because it's us, we'll probably meet at a pub and end at a pub.
Probably. We do like to feed people at events.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll just go for a walk. That taking people out of the formality of business and allowing them to relax and just have a chat.
Yeah, because whilst there is still some business done in suits these days, actually getting people out to just talk to people and connect. Like you said, business can be a very lonely place. So doing things like the quiz, we mixed it up last time, or different people with different teams and stuff. The walking events, the social networking one, but also the big marquee events as well, because you mentioned that the Somerset Business Expo. Now, we know that when we launched that, the majority of people absolutely celebrated it, because there's not an event like it in Somerset.
Yeah, totally.
And we've done it for the last 3 years, where it started in the town hall, then we moved it to the canal side because it grew and grew and grew. And we've bitten the bullet to create the Somerset Business Show, or Somerset Business Expo rather, because there's nothing in Somerset apart from if you go to Exeter, so down to Devon, or you go up to Bristol, there's nothing in the middle.
Yeah, and to create a real destination event that is an absolute showcase.
Absolutely. Because we're not... It's not Roller Banner City, is it?
No, absolutely. Probably a full shell scheme in the main hall. Professional speakers, booked workshops, speed networking, nearly said speed dating. Speed networking going on. Loads going on through the day. Business support pod as well, where members of the board and local industry experts will be able to, people will be able to book in and just spend 15 minutes with a local industry leader and be able to say, this is my issue. What do you suggest?
It's that connecting and supporting.
Yeah, absolutely.
The promotion bit will be the stands and other bits and pieces.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's the fact that, as you said, it's a destination event, and the fact is, it's free to attend.
Yeah, free to attend.
So you can, book to actually attend it. But again, it's one of those things that, we want to showcase, what people are doing. We want to showcase the fantastic businesses that aren't just members, but they're non-members as well, because they're part of the Somerset business community. But like you said, we've got speakers coming.
Yeah.
Best-selling authors who have been in business for donkey's years, who have experiences. We've got people running workshops, Because again, it's that support element, isn't it?
Totally.
That if we can get people in front of an audience to share their knowledge, not sell to them, it's not about selling, but if they can run a workshop and impart their knowledge, then that's a fantastic thing.
And it's not about treading on toes either.
Absolutely not.
It's about laying it all out there to have an opportunity for that showcase. And that's the key element of what we've done. When we talked about membership earlier and the pricing, now, again, we understand that anything a business pays out it needs to be value for that business. And different levels of business can look at different expenditures and that kind of thing. But part of the benefits, and Expo's a prime example, that a member price for booking a stand at the Expo is £250 less than a non-member price.
Which is more than primary membership.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you could literally join at £100, book a member stand once you've joined, and still save yourself £150. We haven't gone to the levels of some shows where, there was a big conversation in the board, was why are we doing this?
Yeah.
Is it to generate income for the chamber? And, we're a not-for-profit organisation, but we do have costs that need to be covered. Are we doing this to generate an income, or are we doing it for the business community? Once it was clear that we were doing it for the business community, then the pricing element was it needs to be achievable. It needs to be reasonable for the business community.
Absolutely, and this is where we've talked about, for us, it's important that membership comes first over money.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because at the end of the day, if we're not providing value for our members, we're not building that community, we're not connecting, promoting, or supporting people, well, we're not doing our jobs, and therefore members won't stay. So there's no point in us chasing after the money if there's not a value proposition there first. And that's what we've said about the Expo, is businesses are crying out for this. Our last few Expos have been absolutely sold out, to the extent that we've been rejigging the room to try and squeeze a few more people in.
On the morning of,
On the morning of, literally.
Yeah.
But actually, this is the next step. And that's why, we went down to an event in Exeter hoping that we could talk ourselves out of this. Or certainly for this year.
It was an interesting journey back, wasn't it? It's like,
it
Christ,
was.
we can do it.
Yeah, there were lots of silent moments going, Yeah, and again, that's the whole thing of going, we decided we could do this because the purpose and the trajectory was right. Because it was all about members, our members, of going, how can we showcase businesses in and around this area?
Yeah.
Like you said, there are 29,000 businesses in Somerset. We're not after all 29,000 to be members. If they want to be, great. But actually, if we can create an event that does connect, promote and support the business community, and we're doing it with the help as well of other chambers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Local authority. We've even spoken to various MPs in and around Somerset as well, to really make this a destination event. Like we said, it's not about us. It's about bringing people together.
But we've not forgotten, have we? So we've got the shell scheme, and for a 2x2 metre stand at a full shell scheme event, £350 plus VAT for members is a very good price. We know that. We did the research beforehand. But if you're a micro business that it's just you, and you don't necessarily want or need that 2x2 shell scheme stand, we've got space literally just outside the main hall, on the concourse, which will be a 1 metre by 1 metre, roll a banner, give out your business cards, have a presence, and that's £175 plus VAT.
And actually, if we just to kind of give it a bit of insight there, the member price for that same size stand last year for the 2x2 was £295. So it hasn't even gone up massively for this year, and yet we have increased to a 3x2 and a 4x2. But
and a lot of members, we knew that on our previous in the canal side, we knew that we were constrained.
Yeah.
So you had a 1.8 metre table space.
Yeah.
A few tried to cheat it a bit, and
yeah.
fair play to them in a lot of senses.
Yeah, it's a bit of jiggery pokery, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. But being able to offer those larger stands,
Mm.
and that's been appreciated by the people that have booked them. So absolutely fair play. Again, it's us doing what the businesses want.
Yeah.
It's not us telling them what we're going to do.
No, and again, this is where, listening to our community in terms of actual other events as well.
Totally.
Like International Women's Day was the first one we did was last year. We've got another one this year. Our conference, and this is again where it's about collaboration, not competition, because in the area we've got the Economic Growth Board.
Yeah.
Some fantastic people there helping to map out the next 20, 25 years
20
of Somerset, which, that's no mean feat. Now, we were going to be running our second conference this year, but they're also running an investment event, so we've changed it up.
Invest Somerset Summit on the 30th of June. Should be a fantastic event.
At Haynes Motor Museum with Somerset Chamber, isn't it? So,
but if there was a clash with our conference, then that could essentially be us competing. We're not here to compete.
No.
So that's what we've pivoted, and that's where we're going to have the Business Growth Day on the 15th of April instead.
Exactly. So a day to support businesses, to educate them around everything from HR to wellness to various other bits and pieces as well. Talk about the other flagship event that we've got then.
Yeah.
So the awards.
The awards.
That small event that's again
takes over our lives.
The layout changed so many times last year. Up until the last moment.
That was my fault, wasn't it?
Oh well.
That was my fault. We had a venue.
There's a lot of things that are your fault, mate.
Yeah.
But
We had a venue, a fantastic venue at the canal side, and the capacity is 220, and we sold 244 tickets, and I had a conversation with the lovely events manager there, Ms. at the time, and said it literally 3 weeks before, and said, sold 244, can I have a new layout? And they did, and the service was incredible, but we've just outgrown that space.
Yeah.
So again, we did a lot of research. There aren't actually that many venues locally that can cater for 300 sit down on that kind of event. But that's the jewel in the Chamber's crown, isn't it? That really is a showcase we have.
Well, it's a great night to promote the fantastic businesses in and around the area, and again, you don't have to be members to actually enter.
No, free to enter.
Absolutely free to enter. There's no barriers to
19 categories last year, over 130 entries, the most ever. We have the absolute privilege, don't we, of seeing all of the entries that come in and reading through them. And
there are some absolute gems out there. I mean,
God, yeah.
Every business is an absolute gem, but we discovered some businesses that we didn't even know existed on our doorstep, and they're entering the awards, and they've all got fantastic stories. And that's exactly what that night and the awards is all about, is to showcase those businesses, because the diversity this year for entries was
incredible.
Last year,
it was incredible.
Was crazy.
But I often get, when we've launched the awards and stuff, I often get businesses that I talk to saying, well, I want to apply, but I don't know which one to apply for, and things like this.
Yeah.
Well, every business that you will ever see is either a small, medium, or large business, depending on the amount of employees. So there's a category. Yes, there are specific hospitality and tourism sectors, sector-driven ones.
Yeah.
There's a customer service award. I don't know any business that thinks they don't give good customer service.
Yeah.
So there's two that everybody can apply for. The family business, the amount of family businesses that we have locally is insane.
The entrepreneurial spirit in and around not only Sedgemoor but Somerset as well.
Totally.
This whole area is built on family businesses. Yeah. So, no wonder it's one of the hottest contested categories from the awards.
Yeah, absolutely. Small business is always... I think we had 19 entries for small business last year, and I don't quite know how we shortlisted only 3. To be fair, because it was hard work.
Yeah.
But charities, community engagement.
Well, the charity. So on the night, we had a raffle with a number of prizes. We raised, was it almost £1,800
yeah.
for the winner of Charity of the Year. So again, it's that giving back.
Ups and Down Somerset, by the way, give them a shout out.
Absolutely.
The incredible work that they do, and Joanna Thorne, Joe, we must get together for that coffee I've talked about.
Roger needs another coffee.
But, and again, it is that diversity. It is that diversity. Our membership is currently 265-ish. Every time I say a number, it changes because somebody joins. But over 35 different sectors.
Yeah.
So we're not all professional services, or we're not all retailers, or all builders, or whatever. We've got that incredible diversity that in our membership that completely encompasses what we see locally. I tell so many people, drive around our industrial estates. It's kind of how sad my life is, really. But you drive around our industrial estates, and you see the businesses that we've got locally. They're keeping this country turning.
Yeah.
Without a shadow of doubt. And there are so many of them that are doing such an incredible job in, let's face it, challenging times.
Yeah. Because every day seems to be something different.
Yeah, it's not easy at any time being in business, but currently it is challenging. We recognise that. We never deny the challenges. But again, we come back to that's why we're here.
Yeah.
Connect, promote, support. If we can do that and we can help, one introduction to one business that helps them do business with another business is a winner.
Yeah.
Member to member offers. So we encourage our members, if they can, to offer other members, any particular offer that is right for their business, because again, it's that circular economy.
It's like community, isn't it? At the end of the day, if you can do more business locally, then everybody benefits from it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I know, you are the self-proclaimed gob on a stick, and you could speak forever.
Absolutely.
So, chamber chats, the actual chamber chats, not the podcast. When are they?
Chamber chat, first Thursday of every month. And it's just an opportunity. It's something that I thought of in my last time with the Chamber when we were going through COVID. It's an opportunity for people to just grab a cuppa, take an hour if they can, or as long as they can within that hour, to just join us and just chat with other members of the business community. Not always Chamber members, because we have non-members join.
We do, yeah.
It's totally free. It's just a log on. And join the Zoom call at 10:00 on the first Thursday, and we we talk business, we talk life, and the challenges of life quite often.
Yeah.
We've just about to have Married at First Sight Australia start, so we will be talking about that, because for the least reality TV person you'll ever meet, for some reason, I'm hooked.
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
I know, yeah. For some reason, I'm hooked. So we'll talk about that. One of them back through COVID. I remember talking about roller skating, because one of our incredible members was he was going to do the Berlin Marathon, and the day before they have a roller skating marathon.
Yeah.
So we literally taught roller skating that day. It's bizarre, but it's that opportunity.
It's connecting with people, not just absolutely. This is what I do as a business, but this is who I am as a person.
Absolutely, and we don't know what we don't know. That's quite clear. But when you're in that environment and you find out, actually that person does such and such. Oh, bloody hell! And it might not actually be their business.
Yeah.
But if you've got a shared interest. And everything can kind of blossom from there.
Absolutely. So, final word.
Final word. It takes me 20 minutes to say hello.
It does.
Saying goodbye is even longer.
Oh, yeah, it is. What's the biggest piece of advice you'd give to somebody thinking, should I join the Chamber?
Have a chat with us. Come and see us. Just come and see us. Our office is in the centre of Bridgewater. Just get in touch, and as I said, I'm always open for a coffee. Look at our website. Look at the things we do. Speak to our members.
Yeah.
I can't just give you one thing.
Get
Because it
involved
is so much
in the
more.
community.
Yeah, speak to our members. Speak to the people that are part of our community, and hopefully they'll tell you that we're doing a good job and things like that. And actually we've got a referral scheme, so it will benefit if you get referred. It'll benefit the business referring you, and you'll save yourself 25% off your first year membership as well. So there's a reason to do it.
There is indeed. So this is the first of the Chamber Chat podcast episodes. There will be other guests, don't worry.
It's not always going to be me, honestly.
Yeah, it's not always going to be the two of us talking. We're a bit like the grumpy old Muppets.
Waldorf and Stadler.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I fit that bill quite well. My grandchildren do call me Grumpy. That's their name for me.
But the biggest thing from this is if you have any questions about the Chamber of Commerce, the Sedgemoor Chamber of Commerce, then just simply drop us a line.
Yeah.
If you have any questions, we can throw those in. We'll let you know a list of a few of the guests that are coming on, so you can even throw some questions at them as well. But hopefully you found it useful.
Yeah,
Roger,
absolutely. Yeah.
thanks for coming.
Thank you, and I just look forward to being able to share the great work that is out there. That's the point of this.
Absolutely.
And if anybody is really interested on being a guest, again, get in touch.
If you've got a story to share,
totally.
Exciting news about your business, then come on in, and we'll happily sit you down.
Absolutely. There's coffee, so it's worth it.
There is coffee, yeah. That's how I lured you into it.
No cake, I noticed, but
well, yeah, crumbs, yeah. But that's the podcast for today. Check out our socials. Check out our various channels, and we'll see you again soon.
See you soon. So one of the things that we really pride ourselves on is our team here at the Chamber. We've got the incredible Amber as our marketing and events assistant, who is currently on the other side of the world as we record this. I don't actually know where she is or what she's living in, because she sold the car that they've been living out of for the last few months. She sold the car over the weekend. We've got the wonderful Tracy, who's the membership administrator, who deals with all of the membership queries. And then we've got a team of T-level students. In our time now, we've had 7 T-level students that have had placement with us. And we've currently got 4. We have Charlie, who's second year, and he's finished the end of his course with us, of his placement with us officially. He's finished all of his hours, but he's sticking with us because he likes what he's doing and he gets a lot out of his placement. And then we've got 3 first years. Now, we have Amelia and Nicola, who are in placement 1 day a week with us. And we have the wonderful Blake, who is also in placement with us.
Yeah.
And Blake, as you can see from his face, is loving the fact that he's on camera.
Yeah.
So Blake, tell us a bit about what you're doing. What course is it you're doing at the college?
So currently I'm doing a business management and administration T-level 3 course.
Okay, and what does that entail? What do you do?
Well, at the moment we're kind of just going through like business behaviours, kind of like just the foundations of business.
Yeah.
Going through like why businesses like are in place, how businesses can affect the world, and like how people working in businesses can affect like working ethics and everything.
Yeah. And how is it? How are you finding it?
I mean, I'm finding it. It's not the easiest of things.
Yeah.
But it's all a new experience for me. So.
How were your mocks recently?
No. The first exam was all right.
Yeah.
I done all right, but then when we got into like the kind of ESP area, that's when it all.
So
went
that's
downhill.
your projecty stuff and all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. But listen, that's part of the learning process.
Yeah.
And that's why they're called mocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you learn from them. So you do 1 day a week with the Chamber?
Yep.
just about to change, which day it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Going to move to a Wednesday, isn't it, after Easter?
Yeah.
And what do you do for the chamber? What do you do for us?
Well, a lot of the time I'll be there sat in the office emailing people like about their profiles and also doing social media work.
Yeah. So you, as all of our student team are a major part in our commitment to our members and our comms to our members. As we've grown, you know, and we grew by over 100 members last year. As we've grown, at the core focus of what we do is our membership, and the team are the way we do that. So you do, don't you? You've emailed people and said, I've gone through your profile. You could enhance it a bit by doing this, this, and this. You've sent them the profile tutorial, and then we've had feedback that, oh, that's incredible. Thank you so much. And that's a major part of what we do. We'll get you on camera every now and then. We'll get you out to events.
Yeah, it'll be good. Good experiences.
And, you know, we'll give you the opportunity to meet as many local businesses, because hopefully what you do with us will reinforce the stuff you're doing in the classroom in college.
Yeah.
That's the plan. Do you know how many hours you've got over the 2 years of your course to do?
315.
315. So that works out at about 45 for 50 days.
Yeah.
Over the course of the 2 years. Then probably we started in January.
Yeah, started in January.
Yeah. So how's it been?
It's been quite good. I think definitely different to what I'm used to in like my day to day, just like activities.
Yeah.
But obviously, new experiences are good for everyone, so I'm finding it quite fun.
Good. And whole part of it is you get supported through the college as well, don't you? So you've got a contact at the college. I talk to them regularly.
Yeah.
So there's always that direct link for it to be two-way. We look forward to helping you go through your course and to being part of our team, mate. So good to have you. And I look forward to where it's going to go.
Yeah, thank you.
Take care.
Thank you.